Have you ever stayed somewhere longer than you should have? A job that slowly drains your spirit, a relationship that makes you feel smaller every day, an environment that whispers doubt into your mind until you start believing it, not because you wanted to stay, but because you felt like you couldn't leave. That quiet realization that you're stuck is one of the most dangerous prisons a person can live in. And the worst part, most people don't even realize they're inside it. My name is Grandpa T, and today I want to sit down with you like an old friend and share something that took many people years, even decades, to understand. The most important goal you can pursue in your life, not money, not status, not even happiness, because all of those things can disappear. But this one goal, if you truly build it, becomes the foundation that protects everything else. It's quiet, it's invisible, but it is incredibly powerful. Your most important goal is this: to always be in a position where you can walk away from anything, at any time, without fear, without hesitation, without losing yourself. Let me explain this in a way you'll never forget. Imagine your life as a house. At first it's small, simple. You build it piece by piece. Your job, your relationships, your routines, your identity. Over time, it grows. But here's the problem most people don't notice. They start locking their own doors. They lock the door with financial dependence. They lock another with emotional attachment, another with fear of starting over, another with what will people think, until one day they wake up and realize they're living in a house they can't leave, even if the walls are cracking, even if the air is suffocating, even if the place no longer feels like home. Now imagine something different. A house with open doors, a house you choose to stay in, not because you're trapped, but because it still deserves you. That is the kind of a life you should be building, because when you know you can leave, everything changes. You stop negotiating your worth. You stop accepting things that quietly destroy you. You stop saying it's okay when it isn't. Instead, you begin to carry yourself differently. There's a calm confidence in the way you speak, a quiet strength in the way you decide, a sense of control that doesn't need to prove itself to anyone, because deep down, you know you are not stuck, and that knowledge is more powerful than motivation. It is self-trust. A bird raised in a cage forgets the sky exists. It begins to believe that the cage is the world. It adjusts its wings to fit the bars. It sings less. It dreams less. But a bird that has seen the sky never truly belongs in a cage again. Even if it rests there for a while, it knows it can leave. Now let's talk about the chains people don't see, because not all prisons have walls. Some are built from comfort. Some are built from routine. Some are built from fear disguised as practical thinking. I can't leave this job. I need stability. I can't leave this relationship. I've already invested so much. I can't change my life. It's too late. These thoughts sound reasonable, but often they are just fear wearing a mask of logic. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't stay because they love where they are. They stay because leaving feels harder than staying. So they choose the familiar pain, day after day, year after year, until one day they look back and realize they didn't live. They endured. But when you make it your goal to always be able to walk away, you begin to live differently. You don't cling to things, you evaluate them. You don't settle quickly. You choose carefully. You don't fear endings. You understand them. And suddenly, life stops happening to you. You start shaping it. If this message is hitting something inside you, don't ignore it. Take a second right now. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and in the comments answer this honestly. Where in your life do you feel stuck right now? No filters, no pretending. Sometimes just naming it is the first step to breaking free. Now here's the part most people overlook. This one goal forces you to grow in every area of your life, because to walk away, you need options. And to have options, you need to build yourself. You develop skills so your value isn't tied to one place. You build financial discipline so money doesn't control your decisions. You strengthen your mind so fear doesn't paralyze you. You establish boundaries so people don't take advantage of you. And as you build these things, you start becoming someone different, someone harder to trap, someone harder to control, someone harder to break. Think of your life like a vast maze. Most people wander through it, hoping to find the right path. But you're building something different. You're building a ladder so that no matter where you are in the maze, you can climb out. Here's the strange part. When you know you can leave, you actually make better choices about when to stay, because you're not staying out of fear. You're staying out of alignment. You stay because it adds to your life, because it helps you grow, because it respects who you are becoming. And the moment it stops doing that, you don't hesitate. Most people misunderstand security. They think it means holding on to something tightly. But real security comes from knowing you don't have to. It's not about having one safe place. It's about becoming someone who can create safety anywhere. That kind of security can't be taken from you. Imagine waking up one day and realizing that nothing in your life owns you. Not your job, not your past, not your fears, not even other people's expectations. You choose where you go. You choose who you become. You choose what you tolerate. That feeling is freedom. And freedom is the foundation of a fulfilled life. But let me be honest with you. This path is not comfortable. You will outgrow people. You will outgrow environments. You will outgrow versions of yourself. And growth often feels like loss. There will be moments when walking away feels like everything is falling apart. But sometimes things fall apart so you can finally see what was holding you together was never strong to begin with. Life is a river. Most people grab onto the nearest rock and hold on for dear life because it feels stable. But the river keeps rising. The current keeps changing. And that rock, it doesn't move. But the ones who learn to swim, they're not afraid because they understand something others don't. Stability is not about holding on. It's about being able to move. So remember this, my friend. The most important goal in your life is not to find the perfect situation. It is to become the kind of person who is never trapped in the wrong one. Build your skills, strengthen your mind, protect your independence, and slowly, quietly, build a life where you can always walk away. Because when you reach that point, you won't just live life, you'll own it. This is Grandpa T. And if you're still here, it means something inside you is ready to change. Take care of that. I'll see you in the next one.